He looks so happy. I mean, can you imagine?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Well, no wonder he overslept after that adventure. But can you imagine Spidey-Wiggins gets to stay. He's got these nice clothes. He gets to stay in this cozy bed with his own lamp, his own bed, his own stuff. Breakfast? He doesn't have to eat rat anymore, even though I know he likes it. Like, I'm so happy for him. Oh, you can get a pet. Have another apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. 2 apples a day. I don't know what to say. Oh. Like, that's really cool, but I have to admit, if I had someone's moving picture just watching me, look, he's even looking down at the bed. Very cool picture, though. The kitty cat's nice. That would be nice to remember your pets. This person's a reader. Mad respect. Yep, look at that. Spidey-Wiggins. Can you... What would Holmes say? Take another apple. Oh. Oh. You know who else would love this? Of the channel characters, Bungo. Because it looks like a giant hobbit hole. Who's talking about him? Wait, what's this? Ignatia Wildsmith. I guess you have to incendio that. If you guys like cottagecore stuff, which I love, this is definitely well suited. Oh, can you talk to them? You can bump into them. Oh, they're twins. Spidey-Wiggins, we gotta get you some friends. Oh! Oh, level 3 to unlock it. Okay. I'm gonna take that as a hint that we can't do anything until we've leveled up. He's like, watch out, he's coming back. They're like, what's wrong with him? I think even Spidey-Wiggins, if he'd already been through the AU stuff, but I imagine that this is before all the AU stuff, like in The Sims, for example, he would be thinking of Bungo as well. Bungo and A9 seeing this. It really does look like a hobbit hole. I love it.
Can't imagine starting news from this.
They really waited until he left the room to say that. They couldn't have just asked him.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Yeah, you got... What the fuck? Is that the girls' dormitories? Is that why he's not allowed up there? Wait, one more time. One more time. Fatfire's not gonna stop us. She's like, you should probably give up before you get injured. This is gorgeous.
Has got you.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
There's a cat? Where's the little cat? I hear it. Oh. Oh.
Arthur's got you.
And he looks like a Russian blue. Wait. Like Boss Cat.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
They're like, what an idiot. Spidey-Wiggins should
Such a beautiful owl.
have figured it out the first 10 times. Let's talk to her.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway.
Owl seems to like
Wait.
her.
You're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself.
He didn't
Especially
want
since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
that. Spidey-Wiggins' face was like, eh. Well, he would say this.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so...
Inadequate.
Okay.
Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw.
Oh.
I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
I like her. She's nice. Let's ask her why she thinks she should have been a Ravenclaw.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family.
She has
My
the
aunt was a
extra-
Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
He's like, oh, she speaks French as well. Maybe she should have been Ravenclaw. Okay, let's talk to
Arthur's got you. It's all right.
Adelaide. I love that name. Let's talk to them
You
first.
don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Are they a family?
I can't quite reach.
Oh.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame. I think magical beasts are incredible.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
He really reminds me of someone. I can't think of the name of the character, but I like him too. I've liked, except for the gossip queens that we encountered.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home
Ooh.
stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
He's a half-blood. His mother's a muggle. Half-blood is a weird term. It reminds me of the Japanese word hafu for people who are half Japanese, because there's been so much discrimination against half Japanese people here in Japan. So half-blood has the same kind of feeling to me. Feels weird to say.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Have you seen how these professors look at your clothes? I swear the man thinks I'm
This is so cool. Like the NPCs are actually doing stuff. Did you find him, buddy? All right, me stomping around is not gonna help. Let's bring. Oh,
Defense against the dark arts.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong.
oh.
Oh, hello there.
She looks like
You're the new Hufflepuff, yes?
Dove Cameron. I think.
I'm
her name is.
Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Poor thing. I'd rather not talk about it. I don't think he'd talk about it. I mean, it's not something to really talk about, except for in therapy, maybe.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
They're so sweet. Hufflepuff is the best.
Are
Even
you sure
Spidey-Wiggins
everything is all right with your
was
uncle?
smiling.
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Look at Spidey-Wiggins' face. After she said that, he's like, I don't know if I believe her. She's probably not telling us because we said that, you know, we didn't want to talk about the other thing, the dragon thing that happened. She probably doesn't want to put more on top of us. Hufflepuffs, man, they just be nice.
Inadequate.
Also, that girl in the back was trying to look at Spidey-Wiggins. I think she's got a crush on him. Good choice. He's a great guy. All right, let's go. Let's go outside. We'll try to explore the rest later. This is so freaking
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you
Yeah.
are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Oh,
Here you are.
that was pretty extraordinary. Also, that book is gorgeous.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
We
You
have-
would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Where did it go?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
It will appear on the page.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay. He's like, I'd love to. We don't have to knock on the thing again. Wait, where are the kitchens?
This way.
She's like, don't get distracted.
Revelio!
I see the chest over there.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Wait, where was it? Oh, there, okay.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
I thought she
Using
was
the
gonna...
guide will also
Okay.
train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do
thought-
keep up.
I'm sorry. He's like, oh, one more apple for good measure.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
One day he's gonna eat something poisoned or like with a love potion. You know, the girl we saw downstairs ogling him? She gonna give him a love potion.
Revelio!
Ah, okay. Rumored to contain House Elf recipe book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. Actually sounds oddly good.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
He's much faster than her. Do you hate that? Don't you hate that, like when you're on the stairs and the person in front of you is too slow? Have you guys seen Professor
And here we
Boyce?
are.
Oh, never mind.
Quite the time saver. These stairs
Is it?
lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay.
Revelio!
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh, this is Flue Flames. I see. Okay. He's like, Professor, do you mind if I go upstairs? She's like, yes.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
This looks, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Grand Central Station in New York. It doesn't look much like it, but it just reminds me of
I
that.
swear we'd be more uplifted in potions if it were taught by Dementors.
What is this?
That should be all for now.
Oh.
You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Yay!
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What's Hogsmeade? Let's
You
just do it.
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade.
Oh.
You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Yay. Okay, let's do our classes.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
I really like the acting in this game. All of them are very good.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
Important.
A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Hecat. Professor Hecat.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier,
She saw
I'd
that.
say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
That's a secret.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
It's Spidey-Wiggins' face. I don't think he'd lie and say this, but I don't want him to give away. Maybe we can say this and hopefully he won't give away all the information. No, but it's dangerous to... We can't do it. We can't betray Fig. I don't think we should tell anyone else.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
We still made the right choice. She knows.
Speak
She
of
knows
the
best.
devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Their clothing is wonderful as well.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Okay.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
Ooh.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
So much stuff. There's so much going on. Oh, Spidey-Wiggins, I'm so happy for you. Well, I'm not happy for that lag, but I'm so happy for you. Oh, they are spitting on the mermaids. Okay, well, some people might be into that, but let's not get into that now. Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I didn't like to lie to her.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster
Right.
that would be better left between us.
I was worried.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained.
We should be speaking.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
But she's gonna know, right? Because she's seeing it. We can go to Defense Against the Dark Arts or Charms. Let's go to Charms first. We'll track it.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip
Yo,
to
shut-
Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
I'm kind of... Oh. I just crush something and walk away like that didn't happen.
Revelio.
You got a traditional school robe. Nice. Oh. Da 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 da. Dun, dun, dun. We definitely saw that. Zodiac signs, that's cool. What do you guys think Spidey-Wiggins would be? Okay, they're telling him go up here. Oh, right there. Oh. Oh my god, this is so cool. Can you imagine? I know I keep saying it, but this would be like a dream for a street urchin, street rat like Spidey-Wiggins. Like to be off the streets and be in a place like this. Nine?
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
Spidey-Wiggins is like, wow, this is like prime entertainment. Did he just smack her? That's so cool that you can actually... That knight just moved, didn't he? This is so cool. I guess it makes sense for them to be moving near Charm's classroom. This reminds me of... There's a university called Salve Regina in Newport, Rhode Island. It reminds me of that place. Are they waiting?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
There are a lot of
Some of us don't
bugs.
necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
There are a lot of bugs in this school. I just watched her crush that. I'm sure. Oh, he's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Quest begin. Slytherins, Hufflepuff with a Gryffindor, Ravenclaws.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Oh, she seems nice.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work.
Should slide down the banister.
Confident
like Mary
that
Poppins.
we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
Great accent.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
She's so sweet too.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing oblivion on one another.
No one enjoyed that except for me and him.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands.
I was gonna say, I'm glad
Only
he
one
gave...
book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
She looked so worried, that poor girl. I'm glad he gave her book back. I was like, is that gone for good because of us? I am not great at this, huh?
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
Okay, now they're sucking
I
up.
see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Ah,
Very
she's
good,
a top
everyone.
student.
That's
Good.
enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Really? Was that it? Okay, there is more.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test,
Do we get
right?
Holy cow.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
No, please no. No, poor Spidey-Wiggins. Oh. The quotes are friendly chirping.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Our friend is back there. She's not watching. See, she knows. She knows Spidey-Wiggins nervous. But look at them. He's got a whole audience. That Slytherin looks teed off already.
Accio!
Oh, whoops.
That's it!
Oh!
Very good.
Oh!
Happens to the best of us.
Inadequate.
Splendid!
Almost 50. Oh, it is. I think it just touched it.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Sure.
Miss Onai, would
Yay.
you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Here we go.
She's so cool. She was just like, easy. He's like, okay. Maybe I can knock hers out.
Accio!
Hers saved mine. Hers saved my bacon. Can I move? Oh, I can move around. He's like, I'm really sorry about this, but
Quite impressive.
no.
Watch this.
He's like, it's really not. I feel like ours. Ooh, she almost knocked ours off.
That is how it's done.
It is how it's done. Well done. It's easier if you get to go second. Did I knock hers off? No, we're tied.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
He's like, well, I really just used her as the shield.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
He sounds so disappointed now. Then he goes back up the railing like Mary
Well
Poppins.
done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
She's nice. I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
That's cool.
Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Let's see, let's ask her.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It would be cool to... I was just going to say it would be cool to see what it looks like.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
That's cool.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all.
She's so proud of it.
And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Oh, you could look a little bit more impressed, Spidey-Wiggins.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive.
I can imagine.
Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
She's right. You liked that too.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
He's making friends.
Until next time.
Well, she looked a little bit unhappy at the end of that.
Accio on humans, if you're so
Can you?
Accio.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
That is what I said.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
That's some
wisdom.
wisdom.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Is that an
Expect
Iron
to hear
Maiden?
from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Is that an Iron Maiden?
Revelio.
Is that what happens to students who fail? Oh, we're level 2 now. You know what I mean? Okay.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his.
I like her uniform.
Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
So many nice students in this school, minus the whispering gossipers and so on. Wait, he's like, okay, well, we're in the same class. I'll see you again.
Revelio.
Do you get an achievement for spinning every one of those? Whoa. They got a lot of drag in them. For the achievement. A lot of students in here. He's like, oh, sorry. So have a bit of afternoon tea. He's like, see, I'm refined. Spidey-Wiggins, stick out your pinky. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, nice hat she's got there. She's like, why are you staring at me? Okay, stay away from the Slytherins. They're gonna pick on the Hufflepuff.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That was her, wasn't it? Yep, look at her blinking there. Look at her. He's like, I've got class, sorry. Here we go. Slither.
Got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
He was impressed.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
Well done to her.
Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master
Spidey-Wiggins
No?
loved that.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
There's our buddy. Can't remember his name. Oh god. A bit faster. Oh. Okay. Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Do we get to lift people up? Oh. Slytherin was leaning on it. Why do we have to go first? Oh, you got it, Spidey-Wiggins. You can do it. Basic cast using this. Oh, right.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yeah.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember?
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Poor dummy. Just...
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
I knew we were gonna have to
Duelists,
face him.
take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
Okay.
You may begin.
What was it?
Levioso. Good form. I know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Nothing
Sorry.
lucky about it. Levioso.
Class, I hope you were paying attention.
Don't make fun of.
That is how you cast Levioso.
He fell off the end. Oh man, I shouldn't be laughing. That was terrible.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
He didn't get Spidey-Wiggins' face. He's so amused. He didn't get a single hit in on us as well, which is
I
great.
put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
What if we...
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you.
What if we levitate
Again,
her?
Well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Now we get to go to Hogsmeade, right?
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Let me talk to
You
Hufflepuff.
drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Our housemate. Yeah.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
He's like, I love your accent. Wait, there was like someone else. Yeah, her.
Nice work.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian. Another Iron Maiden? Victorian England was very different from today.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
He's pretty chill
It was
about it.
certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert.
He didn't get a hit in
Sebastian
us, huh?
Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Plus we don't
Then
have our
again,
wand.
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Okay, we're gonna say this. I don't think he'd lie to him.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You
That
know,
was weird.
you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
I think he'd like that.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about
We're gonna
you.
get in so much trouble.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts,
I mean, true.
you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
This is true.
Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
This is on.
Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Clock tower. This is on. Can you imagine? I thought it was leading us into the bushes. He's like, "Psst, Professor." That would be freaking hilarious. She's just in the bushes like, "Psst, over here." Is his housemate again? Oh, kitty. House elf?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Nice hairstyle he's got.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I
Spidey-Wiggins
heard
is
as
a
much from
ghost.
Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived.
He sure did.
I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me.
Mrs. Weasley.
Isn't there?
We're gonna say no. We're gonna stay true to Professor Fig here.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler.
Stop asking,
Regardless,
please.
you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
He looked like he was like, am I supposed to be happy about that? Okay, Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
Okay.
Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Okay. Let's see.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes.
Okay.
Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
So Ollivander was alive at this time? Just interesting.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well.
Me too.
I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Let's go with Natty. It even says Natty. I think we'll see Sebastian again anyway because we're doing dueling. Let's go with her.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. Yay. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can.
That's a good name, though.
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
This way. I'm not going to pet the kitty cat again.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Okay.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that.
This is true.
Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Okay.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
He still looks disappointed, but we will do that. Traditional... What's this one? Traditional school robe? I like his school robe like this. I mean, this is cool. He can wear it at some point, but I like this one. Oh, this is the outfit. Oh, look at the cap. Oh my god, this is so perfect. I mean, if he wants to be a bad guy, okay. He just became Harry Potter. Okay. Do you think we can actually get him his hat? This is close to the hat, but I don't believe this is the correct one. That would be wonderful.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from the fight.
Levioso!
Okay, we tried. Remember, every single one. Okay, where can I go?
Sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
He's like, I don't despise him.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I would love if we could meet Koa here. Anyway. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play.
She looks so
Are you
hopeful.
familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
He's like, great. This sounds fun.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing.
We're gonna play against her, and we're gonna lose, probably.
Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
We'll get them. That's mean.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
I wonder who she's referring to.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
We'll fly up. I don't want to hurt her feelings with this one. But...
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
That doesn't sound like Natty. Come on, Natty.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Nah, we'll join her. I think Spidey-Wiggins would join her.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Does it have to be dramatic about it?
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Holy shite, this looks... Okay. Oh, go, 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 go. Did Spidey-Wiggins look as stressed as I just felt? It looked like he was stressed when I glanced over. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Okay, so we have to fix...
That's it. Very good.
We have to fix this,
If
right?
you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue
Repair.
in the alcove in water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Oh, that's horrible. What are those shield things?
There's something in there. I just know it.
Let's talk to her.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
We've seen them.
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
Is she okay?
If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
I hope she'll join us. It'd be more fun.
Lumos.
Do come and find me.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Well, you can do it later, Spidey. Oh, this is Carter again.
Reparo. Levioso.
We hit that statue in the groin. Okay.
Hello, looking for me?
What? Okay. Yes, looking for you.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
It's like a date, honestly. Westcat's being super cute. Oh, this is outside the castle. I was like, this is Hogsmeade. He looks impressed, but I was like, that's somehow disappointing.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
I don't know if
Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year.
You can only see him, we can't see
Everyone
her.
will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow.
I wonder if the students are allowed to roam so freely just because of the era.
Wait, over here.
Like maybe it was considered
I
safer
often
back
spot
then.
lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Good point. We can collect them. Might as well. Oh my god, this would be such a lovely place to go to
From the
school.
Forbidden Forest, hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them.
Oh yeah.
I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
There's our buddy.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot
That's
is a
the
good
Forbidden
name.
Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring.
Yeah.
Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh,
I will say,
the Vestrals.
while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Cool, okay. Let's pick up, I mean, you know, while we're on the way, might as well pick stuff up. Oh my god, can you imagine just getting to sit there?
Easily my favorite. Her wand work is exquisite.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange.
Like?
Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
She had to be ahead of us.
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure.
Oh, he's like, sorry,
You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
He is very drunk.
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
I'll fix him.
What did Mr. Moon?
Repair her.
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
They're just staring at each other like, what?
She'll be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
She ran away. That was
Mr.
enough for her.
Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village.
We've got some dueling to do next time. We've got gobstones to catch. Hogsmeade Station. How lovely. How absolutely charming. Okay. I wrote a kind of Japanese Harry Potter. I won't give any more details than that. I wrote it some time ago, actually. Having lived in Japan for such a long time, there's kind of like a natural, magical atmosphere here, and I really wanted to play that up and highlight it, and kind of, I thought of it like a love letter, my love letter to Japan, to be honest. And one of my favorite parts for that was finding real-life, old Japanese villages and sort of dubbing them the Hogsmeades of magical Japan. Anyway, that's all I will say. I know I did not word it well, I'm a little bit tired. I'm recording this late after a long day of recording, but maybe I can explain it better. Or if I publish this story, maybe you can just read it, and I will make sure that you guys know which locations I use. So if you ever come to Japan, you can experience Japanese Hogsmeades. Okay. He's like, wow,
And
that's...
here we are.
Oh, okay.
It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer.
Wait, what's in
and
here?
You can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit.
Hogshead. Hogshead.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds,
Wand.
and...
A new wand.
Of course. You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
Pet the cat. I will say this while Spidey-Wiggins is petting this cat. As much as I want to do all his shopping now and get his new wand, I think we're going to save that for next time. Spidey-Wiggins is having a grand time. Anyway, guys, that was Hogwarts Legacy. I really, really hope you enjoyed. Can we interact with that? No, okay. He's gonna catch it. He did it! Oh, no, he failed, and he's really horrified about it. You look like Kelvin from Sons of the Forest. Anyway, that was Hogwarts Legacy. It is fantastic and so, so, so exciting, and I'm really looking forward to continuing. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, Penguin, slap that like button. Take your flipper, Penguin, slap it right over the like button. And maybe subscribe if you haven't. And I almost said subscribe. You can ring the notification bell if you want to, but again, as usual, you don't have to. I know that can be a bit annoying. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any requests, any ideas, any comments at all, put them in the comments section. And I think I'll see you next time. Take good care of yourselves, guys. Seriously. Be good to yourselves. See ya.